Hey, take two. Like, I don't understand. I've been having issues trying to get this video. Anyway, I'm gonna try and make this short. Okay, so in January, I told you guys I was doing the revision process from VSG to Dual switch. Okay, so currently I have switched to another doctor and, well, surgeon, and I'm going to see him in 2 weeks. And I switched because the person I was seeing Dr. Anamnet at Mount Sinai. I only saw him once. I just felt like there was a lot of administrative issues that was happening. Like the surgeon himself, he seemed really cool, and I have no problem with him. It's just everything else. Okay, so January I was supposed to have an appointment. In the paperwork, it said make an appointment in March, and then like even before March, I was trying to get an appointment. They didn't return calls, and then finally, when there was an appointment available, it was in April. So I'm like, are you kidding me? Mind you, I took tests, so I'm like, okay, I want some explanation of to know if I'm going to be re-sleeved or even though the surgery's not happening now, I want to know what's going on. So then April come, right? Which was like last week, and then I get a phone call saying, "Oh, we gotta cancel your surgery. I mean, your appointment. I'm sorry, your appointment to all the way in May because he's busy and he's going this and that, and they're trying to only get important people in. I guess important meaning like they're having their stuff sooner." And I just felt like I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And so that was the second thing, but the first thing was my insurance, which I just recently found out doesn't require the 6 month to month. And then, so when I told them that, they kind of, the person, okay, so apparently there's a nurse and then there's a person that puts in the paperwork. And the person that puts in the paperwork, she wasn't sure, so she kind of wanted to go based on what the nurse said. And the nurse was like, oh, I still have to do 6 months. And I'm just kind of like, that's BS, but whatever. And to me, it's just like, oh, and then they called my insurance, and my insurance was like, whatever you want to do. So instead of like really fighting and saying, oh, you know what, let's do this right now. Like, it's one thing if that's the surgeon's rules, that it's a mandatory 6 months, it's fine, and I'll listen and I'll comply. But it's another thing to, like, really not just, for whatever reason, and whatever reason that is you're not trying to have me get the surgery sooner. And then another thing, too, because it's like, okay, and then they wanted to cancel my appointment, but then didn't, and then I had called waiting to see when my next appointment was. It's like they didn't really call back. I just felt there was a communication issue. And then come to find out, the number you're thinking you're calling is going out of state, and then they email them back. So, and it's crazy because I'm in New York City and Manhattan is 212. I mean, there's other area close too, but you're thinking, okay, this is 212 is going to Manhattan. No, it's going to some call center somewhere else. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's terrible. Like, why? Like, what the hell is happening? So anyway, I had went to a seminar last week, and I'm going to be going to Lenox Hill. A lot of people in New York, when you say DS, they say, oh, go to Dr. Roslin, but he doesn't accept my Medicaid type of insurance. And there's Edward Yadko, and I've been doing some research, and a lot of people have been saying really good things, and they're in the same team. They work in the same team. It's like probably 4 or 5 other doctors, but I hear good things about Yadko because that's the only person I've really been like looking into. Anyway, so I feel really confident that all I need to do is get my nutritionist appointment and my psych, and I feel confident that if he's not busy, that I can get my surgery as soon as May, which is totally cool. But what I do have to go over and speak to him, because I had asked him this question at the seminar, was about, do you tailor your common channel links to the person? I know with Dr. Nabne, when I asked him, he was like, yeah, definitely, it's definitely like tailorable to that person. And there's something that's called the Hess method, and the Hess method is supposed to be like a percentage of that person's bowel, because everyone has different lengths of bowel. It's not one size fit all. And I do know that some people who had the DS, they get the standard 100 common channel length. And some people I've seen have 75, and I've seen people 120, 150. It depends on that person and what they're looking to lose, because it's like, I'm looking to lose a lot. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I would prefer to have the least amount of mineral deficiencies. So I was thinking maybe 125. And what's cool is at Lenox Hill, they don't go any lower than 125. And then it's just kind of like, and I would also like to be re-sleeved. But I'm not sure. I have the measurements because I was able to get my information faxed to me, but I don't know if my sleeve is considered big or small. Or I don't really know. But I still feel that restriction. But in a perfect world, if I can get it done safely, re-sleeved, as well as have the intestinal rerouting, I feel that would give me the most optimal weight loss. And And yeah, so I think, honestly, re-sleeved and a little longer intestinal common channel, great. If not, if they just leave it, I think 125 would be really good. But like I said, I just hope that they tailor it to my age and what I'm looking to do. Like, even to be 150 would be fine. 170, no bigger than that. You know, it's like I'm not having such a risky surgery just to still be fat. And that was the same, that's how I felt when I had the sleeve. I thought the sleeve would be good enough for me, but obviously everyone is different, and I try my best, and it just didn't really work out for me. But I do give props and kudos to everyone it's worked for, and I'm like very happy for them. But for me, it just didn't really work. And honestly, I I knew from the get go that I was a slow loser, and I was pushing my butt, and I was like, it was crazy because I spoke to this girl who had surgery the same day as me, but she had a gastric bypass, and the weight was just falling off of her, and we would talk, and she was eating like normal, I guess, quote unquote. No, like she wasn't doing her best. She wasn't eating what I consider right, and then she wasn't exercising. So it's like compared between the two. Of course, like the sleeves are still bigger. You hold more with the sleeve, like virgin sleeve compared to virgin on why. So I mean that's a factor. But she had got really small really fast. I haven't talked to her. I don't know if she learned her lesson to what not to eat, whatever. I don't know where she is right now. She could probably be like skinny right now. I'm not sure. But I don't know. I just, like I said, for the first 6 months, and then when the weight kind of just stopped, you know, by month 6, I was like, what the hell, man? What's going on? But anyway, I just wanted to update you guys, and if you don't hear from me soon, that's because I'm doing a lot of things. I'm trying to move really soon. I'm trying to, you know, I'm looking for a job as well. It's kind of, and it's like, I don't want to look for a job because I might be having surgery soon, and it doesn't, and then I have a lot of appointments to do. It doesn't make sense, like, if I do get a job saying, hey, I'll take this job, and I'm out so many days. So I am going to wait until, I think once I figure out what's going on surgery-wise, like, if he says, you know what, you'll have your surgery end of May, or early June, then I'll look for a job because that's a whole month. But if I can get my surgery early May, it is like, honestly feel though, it'll probably be like a full month. So it might be end of May, but if I can get it in May, it's even great. So even if I could get a part-time job, that would be great. But like I said, a lot of things is happening right now, going on for me, and yeah, man. And then now that the weather's getting a little bit better, I'm gonna start being a little bit more active and like going outside and walking, and it's gonna be really nice, really nice. So anyway, I just want to let you guys know what was going on, and I hope everyone has a really great night. If you have any questions, please ask, and then I'll try my best to respond to them. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.